Hi, everyone. Today I want to talk about fee avoidance because I don't think I've talked about that specifically, and we were talking about it in my Tuesday live on my other YouTube channel. But what is fee avoidance? And this is definitely something you need to know about. And I have the section here I will put on the screen from the Etsy terms of use. And this is the legal section, this is not the Etsy handbook. So, fee avoidance is any action by a seller to avoid paying a fee. And that means if you're trying to scam Etsy out of listing fees, I don't know how you would do that. Or if you are telling people to go off of Etsy to shop, that's a real blatant one. They don't like that. You can't put your website and say, this is available only here, that kind of thing. Anything that you're sending people off of Etsy to shop somewhere else, that's fee avoidance. And they take this very seriously. So this is the kind of thing that can get your shop shut down if they eventually get around to it. And I know that there are a lot of shops that kind of get away with this, or they seem to, but they will be shut down eventually once Etsy catches up with them. So this is strictly prohibited by Etsy. And some of the examples they give are encouraging buyers to purchase an item in your Etsy shop through another venue, meaning you can send me the money on PayPal and then I'll sell it to you here. Like you'll send it to them and don't pay Etsy, pay me on PayPal. Or if you have things like basically if it's in your Etsy shop and you are on Etsy telling people go buy this somewhere else, that's what they're talking about. So you can't say I sell this on my website cheaper. And I've come on, I've seen a lot of people do that. It's just stop. But if they come to Etsy and they're looking at something in your shop and you have notices everywhere that say go shop on my website instead, that's fee avoidance and that can get your shop suspended permanently. All right, the next thing that says a transaction initiated on Etsy may not be completed off of Etsy. So this gets a little bit tricky because sometimes if somebody buys something on Etsy and then they say, oh, I want to upgrade the shipping, and you say, oh, okay, well, you can't just send them a PayPal invoice for the balance. You have to create another listing on Etsy to do that so they can buy it from that listing because it's still part of the same transaction, and sending them off of Etsy to buy the upgrade would be fee avoidance. So you basically can't take partial payments for anything. If it started on Etsy, it has to stay on Etsy and end on Etsy. All right, the next section says the price stated in each listing description must be an accurate representation of the sale. Sellers may not alter the item's price after a sale for the purpose of avoiding Etsy transaction fees, misrepresent the item's location, or use another user's account without permission. So basically, okay, you clearly can't use another user's account. So you can't go on your friend's account and buy things from your own shop. That's against the terms of use, and that can get your shop shut down. Misrepresent the item's location. So if you ship things from North Carolina because you do POD, you can't say that it's from a different place. Or if you're in a country that has really slow mail service, you can't say that you're shipping from the US in order to make people think that they're going to get their stuff faster. Now, I don't know what that has to do with fee avoidance, but you can't do it. So I'm not sure about those two things. But the thing about altering your item's price after the sale for the purpose of avoiding Etsy transaction fees, I've actually seen people do that. And they were doing some really shady stuff. And I was helping another seller and she said this person copies every single thing she does. She lists it, this person copies it. And as we were looking at her shop, we saw the price of things dropping and then she was making sales on it and then she would raise the price back up. And her shop is now closed, but that's beside the point. Well, I guess it's not beside the point, but she was definitely dropping the price to let people buy the thing. And then they were leaving fake reviews. That shop was a hot mess. You don't want to do any of that. But there's ways that people will manipulate anything. And Etsy is just saying here, you can't do that because that's against our terms of use. And if you do it, you run the risk of having your shop shut down. Up to you, but basically fee avoidance, anything that you do to take a sale that started on Etsy, if that's the first place that the person contacted you, you cannot sell to them first off of a different platform. Now, I say first because once somebody buys something from you and that transaction is finished, it's shipped, it's done, it's over, they've left a review, everything's happy. After that, they're your customer if you make them your customer. So in the packaging, put your business card. I put stuff in my packaging that says shop on my website, not on Etsy. I'm just say, hey, do it. Lots of people want to, they prefer to stay on Etsy, and that's fine. But if you can make that person your customer, that's perfectly fine that you sell to them afterwards on your website because that's a different transaction. Now, if someone contacts you on Etsy and says, I want to buy wholesale from you, and you do sell wholesale, but only on your website, that's a little trickier. And I would just be right up front. I would say in the message back to them, I don't sell wholesale on Etsy. I only do that on my website. But due to Etsy's fee avoidance rules, I cannot give you the links to go to my website in order to do that. But I only sell those on my website wholesale. And just leave it at that. They know how to use Google, they can find you. And you can put the link to your website in your About section, but that's the only place that I would put it in your Etsy shop. Just don't avoid your fees. Look, we're paying rent to Etsy. Etsy has a lot more traffic than your website is going to, most likely. And if you don't want to pay the fees, then don't sell on it. That's an easy solution. So that's basically fee avoidance. That's what it amounts to. And if you have any questions, you can leave them, and I will talk to you later.